I am Perrette St. Pro. Welcome to Give and Receive in Healthcare, the podcast. A journey where healthcare workers can find inspiration, encouragement, knowledge, and insights to navigate safely the healthcare field. I am very happy to be with you today for episode 3 of Give and Receive in Healthcare. In past episodes, I talked about different misconceptions that can weaken our ability to truly value our service in healthcare and how self-questioning can open the way for self-growth. In this episode, I'm going to talk about something extremely important: the power of your choice to serve in healthcare. My intention is to help you to better understand the profound significance of your decision to be a healthcare worker and lead you to discover how you can use that power to overcome many of the challenges you're facing on a daily basis. I aspire to revitalize your dedication to healthcare and encouraging a journey of resilience built on self-awareness, self-care, and self-compassion. When highlighting the challenges we face in healthcare, people commonly reference to organizational issues, workload, emotional and psychological challenges, safety and financial and economic pressures, but they generally leave aside the choice to serve in healthcare. This is a mistake. The choice to serve in healthcare is a challenge, and it is our number one challenge. Let me tell you why. The first thing you need to know is that healthcare is all about human connections. You not only connect with people you serve, but also with people you interact with and those having the same intention as you. So, no matter our specific role in healthcare, we are united by a shared purpose, which is to alleviate pain and enhance the health and well-being of our patients. But the act of caring for, healing, and preserving life put us often at the crossroads between life and death, forcing us sometimes to take decisions that can have profound implications. And since we face suffering, joy, recovery, and death regularly, these experiences may drive us into deep introspections where we must address fundamental questions about nature of existence. They not only call for compassion and kindness, but also instill in us a sense of humility which connect us with our true selves. So, such profound insights and responsibilities make the decision to become a healthcare worker undeniably a power choice. This decision shouldn't be made out of necessity, family influence, job availability, or a simple desire to care for those in need. Knowing it or not, the choice to become a healthcare worker is a big commitment. It's a decision that carries significant weight and responsibilities, that requires a deep sense of purpose and a great understanding of its impacts, because such a choice can dictate not only the course of your life, but also influence individuals' lives. However, because this powerful choice comes with its ups and downs, when you embark on this journey without having a good understanding of it, without knowing yourself, your limits, your strengths, it can add a lot of stress to your lives and cause you to suffer seriously, leading to confusion, career regrets, dissatisfactions, burnout, and depression. It is important to know that when you choose this path, you not only select a profession, but also commit to a role that has profound implications on multiple levels. Because the moment you become a healthcare professional, you make the decision to directly influence the health and well being of individuals and the potential to leave a lasting impact on their lives. Since each patient you care for can go on to influence many others, your actions can have a ripple effect that touches countless lives by creating a chain of positive or negative impacts that might continue for generations. When you become a healthcare professional, you also choose to face challenges of human existence, navigating forces that are constantly evolving, sometimes multidimensional, and at times emotionally and ethically demanding. You are called to discover the body's ever changing nature and its incredible ability to heal and adapt. It is important for you to know that all of this requires you to be well grounded, to have immense emotional strength and resilience, because the way you manage these emotions will determine the quality of your experiences and the quality of your life. When you become a healthcare professional, you commit not only to your professions and patients, but also to your society and most importantly to yourself. And you vow to face complex and challenging situations with humility, grace, and truth without letting your personal values and beliefs bias your actions and decisions. And whether or not you are personally religious or spiritual, working in healthcare often brings you into contact with patients' spiritual beliefs and practices, which can provide a deep appreciation or help you to discover how humans find meanings, purpose, and consolation in their beliefs. So now, the question is, how confident are you that you still have the determination, unwavering desire, strength, courage, and resources required to face the unpredictable waters of your professions regularly? I'm not talking about surviving another shift, day, week, or year. I'm talking about your conviction to continue doing what you know you love to do without the fear of losing yourself, without allowing fatigue to overwhelm your spirit, and without letting the weight of responsibility break your stride. How confident are you that you have what it takes to continue working through those hospital doors, the clinics, or community centers, bearing the weight of countless lives, hopes, and dreams, holding the hands of those in despair, listening to the stories of the brokenhearted, and easing the mind of the fearful without taking these experiences with you as yours and without letting them drain you, causing you and your loved one to suffer in a way or another, but instead confronting each day with a steadfast spirit, having the ability to consider them as what they really are: journeys to learn from, lights to your paths, and life opportunities that allow you to use your gifts and to live on purpose. How confident are you? Have you ever asked yourself, why am I constantly fighting chronic fatigue and anxiety? Why am I feeling overwhelmed and even distressed when many other healthcare workers are coping well or doing just fine? Well, it is important for you to know that there are many factors, both internal and external, that can throw you off balance, and they can manifest at any stage of your professional journey. This is why it's not uncommon to hear about students going through emotional distress or experienced professional going through depression and or committed suicide. The external factors are everything you usually hear about and that I mentioned at the beginning. But the internal factors, even though they can seriously destabilize your well being, they are frequently underestimated. Let's talk a little bit about four of them. The first one is the dilemma of expectation versus reality. What happens is all of us enter the field with some expectations, hoping that our passion, knowledge, and competencies will give us the power to always heal and make a difference in people's lives. So, when we come across the complexities of real world medical practice and we face the limitations of our professions and organizations, this illusion can be tough on many of us as it can shake our confidence. Over time, if these feelings aren't dealt with, they can evolve into deeper mental health struggles, leading to burnout of the desire to leave the job or the profession. The second one is the emotional toll. By choosing healthcare, many of us knew that we were going to be constantly exposed to suffering, grief, and death, but you often undervalue the impact this could have on your life. Unfortunately, if instead of letting the experiences you're having teach you more about life or about yourself, you choose to judge or internalize them, the emotional toll can be more substantial and, of course, may lead to burnout or career regret. One of the best ways to handle situations that touch you more than you'd like is to ask yourself important questions, such as, how does this situation or story connect with my personal experience or life? What insights am I meant to gain from this situation? Or what unique part am I meant to play in this situation? These questions help you to look at the situation with both compassion and detachment, find balance between empathy and objectivity so you can care for the other's experience and emotions without becoming entangled yourself. The first question invites you to explore your past and present and identify any points of resonance between your personal life and the actual situation you are witnessing to discover personal experiences that may cause you to suffer on a deeper level and that you were not aware of. The second one invites you to reflect on the underlying morals, lessons, or wisdom that the situation holds, emphasizing what you are supposed to understand or discern personally. The third question encourages you to consider your individual responsibility or involvement in the current context, which means focusing on how you can use your gifts or talents to contribute positively and influence the outcomes. Another internal factor that can cripple your well-being in healthcare is the intensification of your sense of moral injury. Moral injury is that kind of distress you experience when you believe that you are not able to provide the care you should to your patients due to factors beyond your control. This is a very serious issue because it goes to the heart of our choice to work in healthcare. So, the feeling of powerlessness can amplify our stress, making it seem like we are compromising our commitment to our patients and our core values. But what is especially challenging is that without self-compassion, self-awareness, the capacity to forgive yourself, the ability to appreciate your effort and cheer yourself up, and without good understanding of your limits, professional help may be your only way out of this one. The last internal factor I wanted to talk about is isolation and lack of support. If all you do is going to work, come back home, do your chores, eat and sleep without interacting regularly with others, mostly your families and friends, you may be feeling isolated without being able to identify it as such. Many of you will say, I don't know what it is, but I feel like something is missing in my life. And because of a lack of self-care, you may not be able to identify what is missing since you don't take time to reflect and assess. You may spend your time guessing or looking around for comfort elsewhere, or identify something that is not working in your environment to blame for your discomfort as if it will help you feel better. By letting this going on for years, it may lead to chronic dissatisfaction and cause you to abandon your career or lose enthusiasm in what you once enjoyed doing. This is why it is very important to do self-reflection regularly. Self-reflection allows you to know yourself better and to act sooner than later when something is not working well in your life. All of this is to say that while the commitment to serve in healthcare is undeniably a power choice, understanding its depth can result in profound emotional and psychological challenges. We all can agree that there are many outrageous aspects in healthcare that drive professionals to despair. We all can agree that the weight of the challenges we are facing often pushes dedicated healthcare workers to the brink, leading some to abandon their chosen profession altogether. And we can also agree that many of us who stand still are not doing so well. This is why it is important for all of us to be aware of the complexity of our choice, find solid grounding in our motivations, values, and boundaries to prevent the weight of these experiences associated with all the monumental expectations the systems place on us to break us down. Because let me tell you, burnout isn't just a buzzword. It is a very real consequence for those of you who don't recognize or who underestimate the magnitude of your choice to serve in healthcare and fail to equip yourself emotionally and mentally for this journey. Now, if we are continuously voicing complaints without introspection and actions, can we entirely pin the blame of our struggles on healthcare systems? My answer is no. I believe that we shouldn't overlook the possibility that our frustration, anger, exhaustion, despair, disillusionment, and doubts might also be tied in internal conflicts arising from maybe the mistake of not valuing our choice to serve, not performing our job in a manner that honors our true self, not being bold enough to take responsibility for our decisions and actions, or many other factors that can influence different aspects in our lives. Do you know that choosing to serve in healthcare can be specifically hard on you when your heart is not connected with what you're doing? When you have lost your sense of humanity? When you can see yourself in others? When you think you are superior or more than the people you serve or work with? When you are unable to create and maintain respectful relationships with others? When you can't show kindness? When your actions are not in alignment with who you are? When you feel lost, overstressed, and troubled? When you can't forgive yourself? And when you can't open your heart to give and receive love, joy, and appreciation and express gratitude? This is why it is vital for those contemplating a career in healthcare, as well as newcomers and experienced professionals facing challenges, to pause, reflect, and assess whether their expectations align with reality, to ensure they have the necessary support and equip themselves with strategies to handle the inherent pressures of their professions. Because making the right choice in any profession, especially one as demanding as healthcare, is fundamental. Believe me, this decision is not merely about skills or knowledge. It delves deep into the essence of self-awareness. You need to know that in healthcare, actions speak louder than words. This is why it's not about understanding your limitations, but about actively seeking ways to minimize the effects of challenging situations on your personal and professional life. Among the strategies available to you, self-care routines, self-compassion, receptiveness, mutual respect, and unity are the path that can ensure you are less affected by the demanding nature of your job. But even with all the knowledge and actions in place, continuous self-reflection is still crucial. Ask yourself often, do I still possess the vigor and compassion required for this role? How am I feeling on most work days? Is my heart still as invested in this as it was at the beginning? And how much of myself am I willing to invest further? Regular introspection and checks can guide you in navigating your career, ensuring you remain true to yourself, your passion, and your well-being. Because in the realm of human interactions, especially in a profession as intimate as healthcare, authenticity in our energetic exchanges is the cornerstone of trust and mutual understanding. Every gesture, every reassurance, every diagnosis and treatment is as much about the energy we convey as it is about the medical knowledge and skills we employ. When our words match our energy, and when both align with a genuine desire to care and heal, we foster relationships that are not only therapeutic, but also deeply transformative for both us and our patients. This is why giving stands as one of the most potent powers we hold. It's more than a simple action. It's a testament to our innate ability to transcend self-centeredness and reach out in empathy and compassion. When you give, you don't diminish your resources or yourself. Instead, you magnify or deepen your understanding of life. On the other hand, receiving in its truest form is an act of courage. It's a careful harmony between vulnerability and trust, reminding us that strength isn't just in giving, but also in allowing oneself to be held and supported. To receive is to understand that no individual stands alone. And by opening ourselves to receive, we create space for reciprocity. This is exactly what practicing giving and receiving is about. I would like you to understand that honoring your choice to serve in healthcare as a power choice and practicing giving and receiving form a fundamental element that can help you managing or overcoming many of the challenges you are facing in your life and in healthcare, because it is a transformative force that influences the way you perceive, interact, and deal with your experiences in reality. It helps you to reframe challenges as opportunities, because as you open yourself to receive from life, you get a better understanding of what really matters in life, and you don't allow situations that test your limits to get you off balance. Instead, you focus on your goal of giving the best of yourself, and you enjoy every moment in life with enthusiasm and gratitude. It helps you to always prioritize empathy over sympathy, so you can understand and relate to your patient's experiences without being overwhelmed by them. It helps you to focus on elements that you control when facing systemic issues or bureaucratic constraints, thanks to your emotional boundaries, and guides you to respond to situations instead of reacting to them. And it definitely helps you to prioritize self-care, adopt positive attitudes even in difficult situations, and practice gratitude to stay focused on the positive aspects of your work, which may often overshadow by the challenges. Healthcare, by its very nature, is a field of giving. But do you truly believe that to restore others' health, you need to sacrifice your own health and well-being? Answer that question from your heart. But know that the answer you provide is also a power choice. But let me remind you that the decisions you make today, influenced by your beliefs and perceptions, will not only shape your present, they will echo into your future and ripple out, touching the lives of your patients, your peers, and your family. So, what choice will you make today? Will you choose to approach your profession with more understanding, love, joy, and gratitude, knowing that it may be the path to your greater yet to be, and vow to make self-care and happiness a priority? Or will you succumb to resignation, believing that your choices are limited? I'm closing by reminding you that to give and to receive is a continuous cycle, a rhythm of life that every single healthcare worker must acknowledge and honor. My ambition is to help you feel comfortable within yourself so you can feel good doing what you love to do every day. Healthcare is a wonderful place for self-discovery and self-growth. But it is also a place that can crush you like a relentless wave. I believe that all of us deserve to be happy. But unfortunately, being happy is a personal decision. Today, I challenge each one of you to reflect on your power choices. Let's be conscious about the energy we cultivate within ourselves, the energy we bring to our workplaces and living places. Because every emotion we experience, be it joy, frustration, or empathy, carries its energy that can influence our thoughts, decisions, and interactions, and radiate out to our colleagues, patients, and family members. Let's embrace our commitment to healthcare by honoring ourselves. Let's make power choices that uplift our well-being and in turn elevate the well-being of those we love and care for. Let's agree that change must happen in healthcare and decide that it will start within each one of us. Your choice to be a healthcare worker, no matter how it was made, holds power. It's a testament to your love for human beings, your dedication, commitment, strength, and resilience. So, let it be a source of pride, motivation, and inspiration. The same way it has the power to heal, comfort, support, and change other people's lives, it can also be a source of healing, support, comfort, joy, and happiness for you. It can change your life in a way that you will never imagine. Gene Sincero, in his book You Are a Badass, said, I quote, "Giving is one of our greatest joys. It is also one of the more fearless and powerful gestures there is. When we trust that we are living in an abundant universe and allow ourselves to give freely, we rise our frequency, strengthen our faith, and feel awesome. thereby putting ourselves in flow and the position to receive abundant amount in return. So it is time for all of us to acknowledge our choice to serve in healthcare as a power choice where we are called to give of ourselves freely, to believe in our dreams, and to live them continuously. Instead of collecting a list of negative things every day, let's focus on the positive. Let's do our best, work smarter, not harder, and give ourselves permission to feel and enjoy the satisfaction and fulfillment that comes from helping others. And let's choose to keep that focus regardless of what is going on in the environment by staying connected with our inner self, cultivating self-awareness, and practice self-care. The world needs more healers, and your journey, unique as it is, may inspire countless others to join or fill our noble field. However, we can't afford to let healthcare lose its essence of being a holistic practice, a space of healing and human connection. We are the healthcare systems, and we must preserve the principles of caring, kindness, and altruism in our societies. We must also keep in mind that if we don't speak, no one will speak for us. If we don't act, no one will act for us. And if we don't take care of ourselves, no one can do it for us. May you continue to work this path with unwavering kindness and compassion, changing the world one life at a time. Thank you for being part of our community. We look forward to sharing more transformative content with you in the future. Visit us at giveandreceive.now.com and download for free our 2-week self-reflection journal and much more. If you haven't bought your book yet, go grab it on Amazon. You won't regret it. Let's continue to inspire, uplift, and support one another. In the next episode, we will demystify resilience and we will talk about self-care. Until then, stay inspired. And in the middle of everything, always remember that no one can change the way you feel but you, and an empty cup has nothing to offer.